Hi. I thought we could read a level 2 book for you, those of you that can read. So this is Time for School, Charlie Brown by Charles M. Schulz. So if you have this book, you can read along with me. I'll try to remember to tell you when to turn the page. Time for School, Charlie Brown. Poor Charlie Brown. He can't kick a football, or throw a decent pitch, or even fly a kite. But when it comes to worrying about school, he is the world champ. You look down, Charlie Brown, Linus says. I worry about school a lot, Charlie Brown replies. And then I worry about worrying so much about school. Can you hear those cicadas in the background? Those cicadas are kind of an indication that school is about to begin. So turn the page. Oh, did I show you the picture? Charlie Brown decides to get help. What's your problem? Lucy asks. I worry about tomorrow, Charlie Brown answers. Then, when tomorrow becomes today, I start worrying about tomorrow again. I think I can help you, Lucy tells Charlie Brown. What you need is confidence. Turn the page. Throw out your chest and face the future, Lucy shouts. Now raise your arm and clench your fist. Charlie Brown does what Lucy tells him to do. Suddenly, Charlie Brown isn't worried about school anymore. He might ace every pop quiz. He might become hall monitor. He might even talk to the little red-haired girl. Lucy interrupts Charlie Brown's daydream. You look ridiculous, she says. She doesn't always use kind words, so let's use kinder words than Lucy does. Turn the page. A few days after school starts, the teacher tells the students about the spelling bee. Charlie Brown thinks about entering it. It could be good for him. He could gain confidence. Turn the page. Charlie Brown goes to raise his hand to volunteer, but his hand won't go up. My hand is smarter than I am, Charlie Brown groans. Ugh. Charlie Brown enters the spelling bee anyway. You crazy, Lucy whispers. Don't do it. You'll just make a fool of yourself. Well, that's not being very supportive of him, is it? That wasn't nice. Raise your hand. Turn the page. He's raising his hand. Charlie Brown throws his hands up in the air. I can try, can't I? Charlie Brown asks. What's the good of living if you don't try a few things? I love how happy he is. Good for him for trying something new. Okay, turn the page. Lucy leans over again. Spell acetylcholinesterase. Charlie Brown gulps. And I'm not sure I said that right, so I apologize. Even that would get me tongue-tied. Maybe I shouldn't have entered, he says, getting all frazzled. and worried. She's making him all worried again. He had such confidence. So, let's turn the page. But as the spelling bee gets closer and closer, Charlie Brown gets braver. He feels more confident. "Nobody thinks I can win, Snoopy," Charlie Brown tells his dog. "But I'm going to show them." "I do have trouble remembering some rules," Charlie Brown admits. "I before B, except after T. Is it B before G, except after E?" "Good grief," thinks Snoopy. Snoopy's even barking, huh? Okay, turn the page. It is the day of the spelling bee. Charlie Brown feels calm, and he feels confident. All the words in the first round are easy, he thinks. Soon it is Charlie Brown's turn. "Maze," he repeats after the teacher gives him the word. Charlie Brown isn't worried. He smiles. He takes a deep breath, and he begins to spell. M-A-Y-S. Okay, turn the page. Charlie Brown blows it. Soon he is back at his desk, and he is worrying. What will his friends say? What will Snoopy do? "Yes, ma'am," Charlie Brown answers when the teacher calls his name. "Why did I have my head on my desk?" Okay, turn the page. "Because I blew the spelling bee," Charlie Brown yells. "That's why." Charlie Brown covers his mouth with his hand. Yelling at the teacher is never a good idea. "Oh, good grief," he says. "It is the worst day of Charlie Brown's life." He woke up looking forward to the spelling bee, and he ended up in the principal's office. Turn the page. On a day like this, a person really needs his faithful dog to come running out to greet him, Charlie Brown says on his walk home. Snoopy is there waiting for Charlie Brown when he gets home. Happiness is a warm puppy. Turn the page. Poor Charlie Brown. He can't kick a football, or throw a decent pitch, or even fly a kite. But at least he has Snoopy. Charlie Brown is never happier than when he's with Snoopy. "What a pair," Lucy says. I hope you enjoyed that. Mwah. Enjoy your first day of school, and I love you. Have a great day.